What we have here is the web interface for master data services based on SQL Server 2008 R2. And you see as I go across the top here, I've got my model selection, and the model is the overall container for everything that we're going to do within master data services. Right now you see the Explorer function is grayed out, and the reason that's grayed on out is because I have selected a model product down here, but I have not selected a version. So I'm going to pull down my version list here, and I'm going to select version number 1, and now you see the Explorer has come live. So let's take a quick look at the different functionalities within these 5 areas down here in the MDS. If I go into Explorer, we immediately pop on up, and you see I'm down here in the product. I'm in the product model, and as I go across the top, I've got model view, and then I can select the different entities that I have. My hierarchies, there's 2 kinds of hierarchies, the derived and the explicit. Any collections, and then I can look at validation issues or the different transactions that I have. So let's just take a quick look. Let's take a look at entities down here and take a look at the product entity, which is already up over here. There we go. Now, when I selected entities product, it comes down and is showing me the leaf members as I drop down here. So these are the actual instances of products that are in the MDS system. These are similar to, well, they actually are. They're rows in a database. If I went over and fired up SQL Server Management Studio and took a look at my MDS database, I would see these entities, or I'm sorry, these members actually down here. The reason these have a green check and this just has a question mark is we have not gone through, let me do that, gone through and applied business rules. I'll real quick run that for you. If I select the right one, I'm going to apply the business rule. You sure you want to? No, but I'll say yes, okay. Anyway, and you see it's applied. Now, business rules, what it is, it's going to come through, and I can set up a rule to test all these different members, etc., that they comply with the business rules that we have established. So again, if we go home, on the home link, that was my Explorer. I can go into version management. Here I have the different models that I can select. Let's pick employee hierarchies that has 1 version. And when I select in the row, these other buttons come live down in here. I can lock the version. Once I've locked the version, no changes are allowed. I can go through and I can copy the version. So I could come through and copy the version, create another version down here to work with. And I can also go in and validate the version. Again, validating the version would be applying business rules to see if all of the member data that I have underneath complies with any of the business rules we have. So let's go back home. Here's my integration management. My integration management shows me these are the batches, the staging batches that I've already run. And if I have any existing batches, if I bring in data into my SSMS batching tables, staging tables, I'm sorry, then they're going to show down in here, and then I can come through and select it. And if I had a, you see I have nothing, total members down there, but then I can come through and I could run it, and she would come up in here and then show me that it had a status that it was awaiting to run. I can come through and select those. And now I can come through and I can view details in here, and that'll come through and show me the IDs. And you see this had some errors within it. The error code, the member code already exists for these errors. That's what this error code means down in here. So member 70, 71, and 18 already existed, so that gave me an error code. Again, let's go home. Here's system administration. Here's my different models. And if I expand out like product, see product, down here like this. Here's my charts down here, and here's the different entities that I have down in here. All right, so here's my different entities within the product, and if I come through and select edit, I can edit and go through and look and edit the class. Here's its name to allow or disallow, explicit hierarchies. Here's the existing leaf attributes. And if I selected this, I could come through and add another leaf attribute. And let's see, now user group permissions. So this is just permissions in here. And I can come in and I can edit my permissions and go through here. So now I have general, membership, which is membership is informational only. In master data services, permissions are controlled by Active Directory, and we're just querying up here and seeing what AD has for me. Here are the functions that Ron, which is me, and work is the name of this server, has down here, and I have all the functionalities and the models down here, the different models that I have. All right, permission summary, and then hierarchy members down here. Member hierarchies, all versions, etc. Okay, and that is an overview of the web interface for master data services.